Well, hey everybody, it's 3 p.m. and it's time for dinner with Nanny Bubby. How are you? So happy to see you here. I see that my Nanny Bubby is going the wrong way, and I have to adjust that after we go live because, hey there, Linda Levitt, how are you? Thanks for joining. I am switching this logo. Something new with Facebook now, you cannot switch that until after you go live. So there we go. One of the new techniques and one of the new patches they sent down that changed everything just the other day. So here we are today. We are making rotisserie chicken. I have this wonderful rotisserie and I have been wasting it because I've only been making one chicken at a time, and I ordered more rotisserie forks. There we go. More Hello, Lene and Frank. Everybody's finding us now. Frank is here. Lene is here. Linda Levitt is here. Someone else is here, but it's not showing me who it is. Anyway, I was telling you that I have this fabulous rotisserie chicken maker that I got for my brand new barbecue. So it's very long, as you can see. I'll have to hold it almost like can't think of that sport where they throw the thing and go over. I can't remember what that's called. Harmony used to actually do that. But anyway, but it kind of goes wasted because there's a lot to putting it together. And I often had thought that I wanted to do 2 chickens at a time just because it's such a beautiful, hey Lisa, nice to see you. Just because it's such a, hey Teresa, a javelin. Thank you. Thanks, Teresa. Yes, the javelin throw. And also the javelin where you go over the, okay, Teresa, help me out on this one. There's a level and you go over the top of it. So I can't think of what that is. Anyway, somebody will come up with it for me. Thank you. So I finally ordered 2 extra rotisserie forks. Sometimes it's so hard to find this stuff online, but finally Ferguson's gave me the link to it with the model number on it. Yes, a pole vaulter. That is it. Thank you very much. Javelin throw and the pole vaulter. Thank you. So I am using it today for the first time. However, I really wanted to stuff my chickens as I always do with the lemon, the garlic, and the thyme. But I realized if you are stuffing the cavity in the herbs and the fresh fruit and the garlic, that as it turns, it's going to open up. So I'm experimenting with something brand new. I have taken 2 rosemary sprigs and I have literally sharpened them down, sharpened the edge of these in the hopes that I will be able to sort of use this as a threader to hold the cavity closed and then tie it, and then hopefully we'll be able to put it on the spit and rotisserie it. So I think that's amazing. I ran into Williams Sonoma and said, hey, do you have anything to thread twine with? And they actually gave me the idea to use the rosemary stick. So here it is. And I will just tell you that I took this and I just literally, I'll just show you. Let me tilt you down a little bit and just sharpened this just like this in the hopes just that it would get thin enough to be able to thread while at the same time being strong enough to be able to get through the skin. So this is what I've done. If I have to take off more of the green parts, I will. This is perfect as I have this on my barbecue gas grill. I have not yet attempted to try this in yet. Well, good. We're going to try it together, Lene, because I have done the rotisserie, but I have not done it with 2 chickens, and nor have I stuffed the cavity, but I really wanted to. So I set out to problem solve and figure out a way to do it. I'm loving, now this sprig is really nice and thick, and it's very, very sharp on the end from my shaving it. This one is a little less thick. Still, I shaved it, so let's see which one works. I can always go out later after you're not here anymore and get another thicker one if this one looks like it works better, and I have a feeling it's going to. So let's get started, everybody. So many of you are here. Join me every day. I just love it. Just a reminder, tomorrow's Channel 8. They switched me from Fridays to Thursdays because every Friday with football season, they're doing tailgate food, and I am not a tailgate food lady. So they switched me to Thursday, and someone else is doing tailgate food. So there you go. All right, I'm going to take this spray olive oil. Let me just turn you around. I always put these chickens into a colander so that the juices go down onto this paper towel. I don't like anything touching my wood cutouts for sure, my wood board, cutting board, and I always wear gloves. And when I come over here to work on top of this board, I'll go to raw hands, and then I'll come back and put these on as we start doing something else with the chicken. So I'm really finicky about that. So let's see what happens here. So are we ready? I'm going to go ahead and just spray the inside of both the chickens here. There we go. Just opening up the cavity. Now I've already blotted these dry and making the skin nice and dry. We're going to put some olive oil onto the skin as well. One of these chickens I'm stuffing with leftover orange that I had, so I used the orange rind to make marinated warm olives for Saturday night's dinner. And so I have just the inside of the orange, just the meat left. So I'm going to use this in one of the chickens, followed by the fresh blood orange olive oil outside on the skin with a little salt and pepper. So I think that might be magnificent. And then the other one I'm going to do with the lemons. So we'll see. I'll let you know how that turns out. So have yet to touch the chicken with my right hand. So I can go ahead and take this salt, kosher salt, inside the cavity of this chicken and inside the cavity of this chicken, which you really can't quite see yet. But anyway, well, just trust me that there is a chicken over here that I am salting the inside of the cavity. Whoop, there it goes, almost fell over. Let's see if you can see it just a little bit better. There we go. Okay, and hi, Sue Epstein, nice to see you. Or Rainish, I'm sorry. It cuts off. It says Sue Gitterman Epstein, and then Rainish is always on the other line, and I always forget it. And then I remember, wait a minute, she's not Epstein, she's Rainish, and then I go looking for the other name. So there you go. Anyway, nice to have you here, Sue. Okay, pepper on the inside. That's it. Okay, well, let's start with the very first one. Let's take off these gloves, throw them inside out, place them on a paper towel not to touch the counter. And I need my knife, so let me grab that. My favorite knife. I love this knife, my vegetable knife. And let's turn you back around. And we're going to start with stuffing each of the chickens. So first things first, I'm going to take this garlic and I'm going to cut it in half lengthwise, or I guess this is widthwise actually. Whoop, that didn't go well. So let me just take these little pieces and put them right in there. And there we go. Okay, and I'll take these other pieces right inside to the inside of this cavity. Get rid of this, and then I will take this other half and put it in the inside of the other chicken, pushing it down inside. And then we're going to take this orange, and starting with the first chicken, we are going to take the orange, and I'm just going to cut it in half. Either way, it doesn't matter. Cut it in quarters, maybe just maybe one more, because sometimes you just don't know how it's going to fit in. So I don't mind giving it a few other cuts. If it had skin on it, I absolutely would put them in. And so now I'm going to go ahead and put on the gloves again. Let me cut the lemons first before I do that, because I just don't want to touch the knife or anything with the chicken. With the chicken juices. I'm really, really careful about raw chicken because I just don't like it to get near and or on anything that I'm doing. So here we go. Let me cut this lemon in half. There we go. Okay. So anybody, Sue says, nice to be here. It's always nice to have you. So let me grab this other half of the lemon here. Take this down. We'll put this away for another time. we go. Okay, so let me get on the gloves and let's get this show on the road here. So again, I won't be here tomorrow, but you can watch me live streaming on Channel 8 at 3 p.m. Chances are our hit time, which means what time I actually go on, will be about 3:17 p.m. You can go to 8newsnow.com and go to whatever is live at 3 p.m. and it is Las Vegas Lifestyle or Las Vegas, oh gosh, LV, Las Vegas Now. 8 News Now, Las Vegas. I can't remember why. Well, I can't remember. I don't know. But anyway, you'll see it. It's the only thing live between the 3 and 4 o'clock hour. Okay, so let me just turn you in this direction. Here we go. Okay, are we here? Okay, Brenda is here. Where do you buy your prep gloves? Every time I try to buy, they are out of them. I go on Amazon. I find them all on Amazon, and that's where I get them. And Costco carries them as well. But I really do like the ones that are on Amazon. Also, I have really small hands and I need small. And so I can always find small on Amazon and at Costco, sometimes only medium. Okay, so we're going to take half the orange on top of the garlic and put it in. I'm going to take half of the thyme from Nanny Bubby's garden and fit that right in over the orange. And then we're going to take the rest of the orange, very careful not to touch the board, the cutting board at all. Okay, and so now here is where the fun begins. So let's see exactly how cool of an idea this might be. Although, let me think about this for a minute. I'm thinking I need to put the spit. Let me think about this. I think I need to put the spit or put it on the spit before I actually tie it. Otherwise, how are we going to get the spit through, right? It's like making meatballs without the garlic and then having to take them all apart and make meatballs again. So let me try that. I think that's what I'm going to do. That will be the key. So let's pull this up without having a disaster here. I think I need 4 hands, actually. You're welcome, Brenda. Let me see how this works. Okay, there we go. All right, it came right through. Okay, and I'm going to take this, and there we go. It went right in the chicken. This is a good sign. Okay, now laying across. Okay, so now I'm going to bring it up. Can you guys see this? It's very heavy on here, so let's just see. So what we're going to need to do is, so the first thing we really need to do is I think we need to tie the legs. So we're going to use a slip knot to tie the legs first to come under here. And I think that helps if I come under the tail. So you can tell that I've actually not practiced this, but I'm figuring this out while you're watching. And call me the mechanical human being in the family, and I really am. Lisa can account for that. I became mechanical when I put my Barbie house together in the 3rd grade all by myself after waiting for someone in the family to help me, and they never did. Okay, so there we go. I love reading directions, and I love figuring stuff out. Call me weird. Okay, so the slip knot just came unslipped. Let's see. Okay, let me tie that down. All right, so let's see here. We're going to tie this around the tail. Forgive my head if that's all you can see. Okay, back around the tail. Let me just get a good grip on this. Oh my God, this is a workout, you guys. Oh no. So I'm not sure how that happened, but I've never had a slip knot come undone before, and this slip knot came undone. All right, let's try this one more time. Slip knot going in and knotting the slip knot. All right, there we go. It's not coming undone now. All right, tail up. This might be an episode. This might be an I Love Lucy episode here. I kid you not. Okay, here we go. Let's flip this back around. Oh, for God's sakes. Okay. All right. One thing about me, you guys, is I do not give up. And this is giving me fits, but I'm going to figure this out. It is not going to win. It is going to be me who wins. Okay. Around the tail to hold it up. And for someone who doesn't like to get chicken on them, I feel like I'm getting chicken everywhere on my body right now. Okay. So let me pull this tight. Please tell me I've got this. All right. Around this leg. All right. I'm telling you right now, this is not working. This is not working. So I'm actually going to tuck that tail in, and I think that's the way to go, and just tie these legs, which I'm going to do around the spit. This is craziness, right? There must be a technique, and I suppose if I YouTubed it, I would have found it out, but I really thought I had it down in my head. At Bush, set up the live feed at Bush Stadium too, yes. Yep, that's an old story. That is a great story, isn't it? I did figure it out. If I had to do it again, I wouldn't have known how to do it, but I did figure it out in that moment. Okay, so now we're going to tie these two together, two ends. The tail is hanging, but that's what the rosemary is for. Okay, so the legs are tied up around the spit. That's the way to do it, you guys. Hey, Bobby Robbins, so nice to see you here. We are putting chickens on a rotisserie. Okay, and now I'm going to turn this over, and I'm going to take, there we go. I'm going to take this rosemary. Can you see this? And I'm so sorry I cannot turn this right now for you to see. Hold on, maybe I can. Okay, can you see that? Okay, and all right, so hopefully the next one will be easier. Ready? Okay, we are going to start right above the spit and hope that this rosemary goes in, and it did. Yay, can you guys see that? Let me tilt this down. It went in. Okay, and now I need to help it thread. Hold on. Thread up. Okay, let me. All right, it's through one piece of skin there. There we go. And now up through the next piece. Let me get this. Oh my gosh, you guys. I did it. There we go. All the way in, and it's holding that. What do you think of that? And there it is. And I suppose maybe I should cut the top of that rosemary a little bit. Here we go. Let's cut the rosemary just a little bit so it doesn't actually catch on fire. And we'll trim the stick a little bit. I actually can't, and I don't want to break it, so we won't worry too. There we go. Just bend it. How about that, Marla? And there you go. Yay, everybody. Okay, now we're going to take the next piece, which this also will hold it together. Oh my gosh, this is getting heavy. On the top we go. Oh my gosh, this is very exciting for me. And I'm going to take this and I'm going to actually put it right above the tail so that it holds the tail in. Let me turn this and get right through the breast bone here. There we go. Whoa. Oh my God. Okay. Flying chicken here. Okay. Let me try this again. Oh my gosh. In it went. It's holding it. Let me get these legs out of the way. And I can actually, my gosh, you guys, I can smell the rosemary. It's just amazing. I brought a wrench. We're going to take this wrench and we're going to, let's see, righty-tighty. So let me tighten this up. Here we go. This is a highly concentrated, yay, Lisa's saying. And see what else Lisa said. Yep. Whoop. Sorry, I missed everybody there. Set up. Yep. Setting everything up. Okay. So I am surprised that Frank has not chimed in with some sort of technique that he uses on rotisserie, if he does. So, all right. The wrench is important because you have to tighten this down, because as it turns, you just don't want it, coming loose, of course. But I'm telling you, the rosemary was a phenomenal idea. I cannot believe it. What a great idea to really thread together. Okay, one more turn, and I believe it will be tight. All right. Now we are going to start on the second chicken. So let me put this over here and move it out of the way. There we go. And then we will season them. So starting with the second chicken, here we go. Oh, I'm out of breath here. The garlic is already in. Yep, we've agreed to that. I think we have. All right. Then we're putting lemon in this one. There we go. I'll put in half the lemon. Grab the rest of the thyme. Look at that beautiful. Smells so great between the thyme and the rosemary. It's just fantastic. Just fantastic. Okay. And then we'll tuck that. We'll take this fat out because it'll probably start the. I'll maybe just put it on the inside to roast so it doesn't drip down too badly. And I think what I'm going to do, well, what I have to do is I have to actually put it on again, right? How did I do that? I think that I can actually tie these legs off the spit. I think I made it harder than I needed to. So let's try it. Let's see what happens. Let's see. And it might be easier to make a slip knot work this time too if I don't do it on the spit. Okay, there we go. Let's tighten that down. Here we go. Okay. There we go. I think the reason I say that is I think I'll be able to weave. There we go. Nice and tight. I will be able to weave this spit out through in between the legs. So let's see. There we go. Just making a figure 8 here. If you can see that. Pulling it nice and tight. It wasn't tight enough for me, so let me do it again. I'm not afraid to take something apart and do it again, as you guys can tell. Not afraid to make 3 pounds of meatballs and realize I left the garlic out. Oh my gosh, I was so devastated. But I'll tell you what, once you tasted those meatballs, it was worth it. It was worth taking them apart. Anyway, okay, so here we go. These are all, whoa, this is all tied again. Lene, I hope you don't have this much trouble when you do it, but here's just looking at this technique, at least it gives you an idea of what to do and what not to do and how to weave through it. There we go. All right, that is all knotted, nice and tight. Let me cut that off. Here's the scissors. Okay, so again, what remains is getting this onto the spit. So the very first thing we need to do, let me move this over, and that actually makes it very nice. So it's already tied together, and that was easier to do off the spit, just word of caution. And we're going to take the next spit, or next rotisserie fork, and forgive my reach, but I've got to get it on the top. And we'll separate these now by about 3 inches or so. And I'll tighten this down. There we go. Okay. Now at the time that I put this on, it is not going to be balanced. So see, I have to balance it somehow. Okay. So, oh my gosh. So the rotisserie chicken, I love my rotisserie because it's so easy to just slip in and put together. It's not like the old rotisserie barbecues and you had to, be a mechanic to put the whole thing together. There we go. Nice. Oh, nice and tight. You know, when I'm grunting, I'm really working, right? And now to give it balance, because I need to put this other colander underneath to mount it and to keep it from falling over. Okay, so let me move this here so that you guys can see. Whoa. This is hard to do, trying to get it on camera for you. Whoa! Sorry about that. Okay, I'm just trying to get the best shot for you guys to be able to see as I go. Okay, so, oh my golly gee. Okay. Um, okay, let's see which way we went on this. Okay, so I'm going to take the chicken on here. Watch out, camera. Here I come again. And I'm feeding this through. There we go. Ah, it worked. Much easier than you would think. Okay, and into the rotisserie fork it goes. Very easy. There we go. Okay, now we're going to, I think, put the second rotisserie fork on if I can find it. Here we go. Thanks for hanging in there, guys. Anybody make a comment, something? I'm sitting here like, I don't know what I'm doing, but I really appreciate that you guys are here. If you are, I don't even know if you are, because I'm really, it's, to be honest, it's extremely heavy, and I hope I left enough room at the end actually to be able to fit on the grill, because I know the right side of this has more. Okay, so this rotisserie fork needs to pierce through right there, right through the tail, and this one through the breastbone here. Oh, there we go. I got it. My goodness. Okay, I'm going to tighten this. Very entertaining. I bet. I bet it must have been really entertaining when that camera went flying. I hit it with the spit. Okay. Anybody? Can you guys talk to each other? I just, I'm trying to, I think I need you guys to do the rest of the show with each other while I continue to fight this through. And I'm scared to death because there is, gosh, about 6 inches on this side and about a foot on this side of the spit. And I just don't know if it's actually going to be a problem. I don't know if it's going to be too tight to the wall of the barbecue, which would really be a problem, but I'm hoping not. So let me just tighten this. Oh my gosh. I hope Tom is watching this. Okay. Frank, no comments from the peanut gallery with you. There we go. Okay. All right. There we have it. Okay. Now we are going to take that rosemary. Now this is the thinner rosemary, as you remember, and this was shaved down, and let's see if I can get that through the skin. And it is a little bit thinner, so it's not piercing as well. I might have to do one at a time. Let me get right through this one. You know what I'm going to do? All right, I'm going to just pierce it with this and get it started. There we go. So if I can find the hole where I just went, okay, right in through there. Come on, baby. Okay, and in through here. Oh, it fell on the floor. Did you guys hear that? Are you looking at the top of my head? I'm praying that that my head looks as good on top as it does from the front. Oh my gosh. I can't get this. I am determined, you guys. I am determined this is going to work. So let me get this other rosemary through here. So word of word to the wise, definitely, I hope all this work is worth it. I've only done beer can chicken. Well, what is beer can chicken? Please do tell. Do tell. I think in the future I may just want to do beer can chicken. Anyway, nobody needs to get this close to me, right? Um, okay, here. I cannot find the hole here. So let me see. Is this it? What is beer can chicken, Teresa? Do tell. Do tell. Okay. I think I need to weave this rosemary through with the skewer in it so it can find its way. And tell us what beer. Hey, Lee Butler, how are you? We are making rotisserie chicken here, and I am having I'm fighting with it. I just think that I cannot get this hole big enough to get this other piece of rosemary through and thread it. So let me see if that is working. There we go. All right. I got it. I absolutely got it. And I am thinking that I am actually going to use this rosemary and I'm going to tie it because it seems flexible enough to be able to do that. So there we go. I don't know why, but that just seemed like the right thing to do there. And I'm going to take another piece of rosemary, and it's very pliable, and I'm going to put it around here and also tie it. And I think that the key, in case you attempt to do this yourselves, is to there we go, look at that. Oh, there we go. Do you see what I'm making for you, honey? Are you watching me do this? You know, you have no idea how much work this was. I'm sure you do. Okay. Whew. Okay. I think that's that for the for the tying of it and the doing of it. Cook a whole chicken upright on a can of beer, which is about half full. Just like stick it on. Well, that seems a heck of a lot easier, Teresa. That's for sure. Okay, so let's season these. On this chicken is the lemon. It was the last one I did. We're going to just sprinkle a little bit of the lemon flavored olive oil on the skin. This is the easy part, you guys. Massage the lemon olive oil onto the chicken. We're going to take the orange. I'm going to have to sanitize these bottles when I'm done because I'm touching them with the gloves that have been all over the chicken. And we're actually going to have to take some twine and we're going to have to tie down the wings. Otherwise, the wings will burn. They'll continue to flip. But I can do that right before I put it onto the fire. The great news is that the breasts are the same sides, up and down. So if you stop it, need the breast to get a little, or the back, or the wings, at least it's all the same right here. These look quite lovely. And now taking the gloves off, I'm going to grab some salt and pepper. So hold on just one quick second. Okie doke. Well, that was a fight if I've ever seen one. And with the salt, and now we will turn them over in just a minute with a little bit of pepper. And that's it. I'm actually serving this tonight with some Brussels sprouts, roasted Brussels sprouts, shaved Brussels sprouts. And the reason that I'm making 2 of these, believe it or not, is tomorrow I'm going to be on Channel 8 and I won't get home till about 6 or 6:30. So this gives Tom a chance to have an already cooked protein that he can put into a salad, and he can make dinner tomorrow night for me so that it's on the table when I get home, because once I get home I'm going to be really hungry. And then Friday, we probably are also going to make like a salad or maybe some tacos out of the already cooked meat, because I'm going to be cooking all day Friday for the baby shower, which is great because there will be something that I'm putting together for the baby shower on Saturday, and I will be doing that on Friday when you all meet me here. So let's see. Let me grab a little bit of this lemon olive oil for the back side here. And I'm going to move that around. Oh boy, I'm going to have to wash those hands. And then the fresh blood orange. I'm going to have to sanitize down these bottles because there's just sometimes no way that you can keep from touching these. Okay, let me wash my hands so I can touch the salt and pepper again. I always turn on really hot water at first just to kind of get all that disinfected and out of my hands. Using the same dishcloth to dry them. As soon as I'm done with chicken, this goes into the laundry. I'm telling you, you can never be too careful. So now, here we go. Just the back side, a little bit of pepper. Here we go. And pepper on the back side of this. There we go. And salt. And these chickens are ready to hit the rotisserie. So here's the question. I don't have a camera out there, but I'm ready to put them on. Give me a, hey, Jennifer Tuttle, haven't seen you in a while. David Sugar is here, haven't seen David in a while. Nice to see you, David. Nice to see you, Jennifer. And not sure if you guys saw me struggling with the chickens. We were having a fight with chicken. But we're back, and I'm getting ready to put them, hey, Noah. Oh my gosh. Yes, if you missed me putting these on the skewer and threading the rosemary through to keep them sealed, the last thing that I want to do is I do want to tie the wings, which is something that I forgot to do before putting them on the rotisserie. So let's do that. And then I guess I would ask you, let me wipe my hands. I would ask you if you would like to see me go out and put them on the rotisserie. If you do, I need to take you out first with the camera and open up the grill and show you getting it and then come back. So if you guys want to see this going on the rotisserie, you need to tell me. And if not enough people say yes, then I'll just go ahead and end the day at this point. So, okay, here we go. All righty, so we are putting together a contest to celebrate. Hey, Susie, nice to see you. We are putting together a contest to celebrate Nanny Bubby's 1-year anniversary of being on Facebook Live, which is actually October 22nd. It was a Thursday, so this year I'm assuming October 22nd is going to fall on a Friday, but coming up on that week, we are going to have a contest, and it's going to be lots of fun. Yes. And long do you cook them for? Or how long? I'm going to cook these for about an hour and a half, an hour and 15 minutes. I do have a thermometer, and I'm going to keep an eye on their temperature. So just to tie down the wings so that they don't flip and flop all around, I go around the joint of the wings to hold them tight like this, come back around, tie this down, loop it around one more time to keep it nice and tight so that they don't burn. If they flip around, they will burn, and you just don't want that. You really want to hold them tight, and I'm not liking the way that came out. So let's try this one more time. We're going to go around and then under the wing, and then back around. There we go. And then under this one and back up. Okay, and we're going to tie it nice and tight. There we go. And that will keep those wings tucked in beautifully. Okay, and I'm going to just take this wing and just tuck it right under. There we go. That will hold that nice and tight. Otherwise, those wings will burn. Okay, so working one more time. Let's not contaminate the whole roll of twine. Let's wipe down those hands again. So here we go. Let's get some twine. This is regular kitchen twine. You can get this at Smith's. You can get it at Whole Foods. You can get it anywhere you want to look for it. You can get it at the Ace Hardware store. You can get it at Home Depot. Just anywhere that you happen to be, just ask. Just regular kitchen twine. So once again, let's grab the end of this. I think I'm going to come all the way under it this time. Slip this knot down. Hoping that you guys can see this. There we go. There we go. Okay, and I'm going to come around, slip this around one time. There we go. Over to the next one, under the wing. Back up and around and bring it all the way over here where it's just not as tight as I want it to be. So trying again. Let's bring this up. There we go. Oh my gosh. There we go. This wing goes under here. Keep it nice and tight. We'll get the other one there in just a minute. There we go. Okay. I think we've got it, guys. Tying this nice and tight. Some days I ask myself why I put like, what was I thinking? But then again, I get really like, I have to do this, like no matter what. Even if I didn't want to do it, I could not stop myself from doing it. It's just my nature. I don't know. Okay, so that is tight and ready to go. All right, so now, God willing, and I really mean that, when I put it outside on the grill, it is not going to be too tight on this left side to the wall of the barbecue. I'm hoping not anyway. So let's see what happens. So I'm going to take you outside right now with me. I didn't think that, have you been a Girl Scout? No, but I definitely miss my calling. I should have been a Girl Scout. There's no doubt about it. And I'm going to cook it for about an hour and a half, an hour and 15 minutes on kind of a medium-high heat. So let me turn you around and taking you out here with me, all of you. Look at this beautiful, beautiful kitchen. Okay, let me turn you so that you can see here. Okay, how's that? Let me back you up here. Okay, taking the dishcloths off. I'm gonna turn this up. And let me hook together the rotisserie first for you so that you can see how to put it together. And I think it's wise for me to do that because I don't want it, you know, it'll be hot when I put it together. So the first thing that I need to do is take this off. There we go. All right, stand by. Taking this off. Okay. And then the next thing is we are going to hook up this barbecue motor. So here we go. Here's the motor. And the motor is simply going to, there we go. Now, this right here is the rotisserie grill part. It's right here on the inside. I don't know if you can see that, but it's this right here. And then I'm going to put this on low. So I want it to be as close to this as I can. So now I need to take this cord, and in this particular barbecue, I need to take the cord, which is right here. Okay, Biggie. Biggie's barking. And this plugs in right here. And then you will see I'm going to come to the back of this real quick. Hey, Biggie, come on out. And this plugs right in to here. There we go. There we go. Can you hear it? I'll get closer so you can hear it through the headsets. Okay. Now let's light the barbecue. Okay. All right, ready to light the barbecue. First, we're going to light the rotisserie. Let's see if you can see it. There we go. Ready? There it goes. Did you see it? I think you can see it. I can see it in the camera. Is it on? Yeah, there it goes. I don't know. I feel like it went off. I don't know why. There we go. Okay, it's still on. Okay, and now I'm going to turn on this side. There we go. And I'm going to turn that down to medium. Turn on this side. And turn this to medium. I may adjust it to low after a bit. Hey there, Frank. And then turning this side to low. There we go. You can hear them come on. And if you guys will hang in there, I'm going to go get the chicken. I'll be right back. Okay. You can probably hear me because the headsets were working today. And hey, Russ, I'm still on the air. I'm going to come get this chicken. Let's see. Oh my God, these are heavy. Here we go. Oh my gosh. They are very heavy, I can tell you that. So, whoop, Biggie's barking. Okay, here we go. Into the spit they go. Whoop. Is that right? Is that in? Let's see. There we go. That's it. How do you like that? What do you think? Yay! I'm even excited for myself. Okay, so I'm going to turn these down to low. And this is a little close to that inner fire, as you can see. And so I may need to adjust it and move it down just a little bit lower. But I simply am going to take this. I'm going to actually clip these and get rid of that string. And away we go. All done. Hey, Mark Goldberg. Hey, Noah. Hey, Teresa. Yahoo, Teresa says. Yahoo, everybody. Okay. Well, I need to go for a massage because I'm telling you, lifting those 2 chickens that were stuffed was very heavy. But nonetheless, we got it done. It was definitely a battle, wasn't it? Thank you for watching, everybody. It was so fun. I really appreciated it. I have been wanting to do this for a long time since I got the barbecue, but I didn't have 4 rotisserie forks, so I could only do the 1 rotisserie chicken. So anyway, I would love to turn this whole thing into a reel, but anyway, that's a story for another time. Everybody have a great afternoon. I'll take pictures of this. I'm so sorry I didn't take pictures last night of the frittata, but I will tell you it turned out lovely. I should have taken a picture. I woke up at 2 in the morning and went, why didn't I take a picture? But I do need to do that recipe 1.5 times in order to serve 15 to 18 women on Saturday. But other than that, it was absolutely delicious. I can't wait to serve it. And I can't wait to take pictures of this when it is done. So that's it for me, everybody. On the count of 3, 1, 2, 3, go out and spread love like butter. Bye, everybody. Have a great night.